Yeah, the voice there of Red 1 Squadron Leader David Montenegro as he enters a right-hand turn and calls the pilots into shuttle from 955-foot wide formation. Jets now close to be around 6 feet apart as they form the shape of the space shuttle. Red 1 Squadron Leader David Montenegro in his second year as the team's leader. He is a former Hawk instructor, Tornado F3 pilot, and first joined the Red Arrows in 2009, leaving in 2011, having led the Synchro pair. Now in from the right, this is the shuttle roll. Upside down at 2,500 feet, 400 miles per hour. The Jets, their closest parts are 6 to 8 feet away from each other. In front of the right wing of the space shuttle is the first of our 2 new pilots this year. He is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Matt Masters. Matt started off in the Air Force as a Tucano instructor, then moved on to fly the Tornado F3, before then flying with 100 Squadron, the Royal Air Force's aggressor unit, and before joining the Red Arrows. So front left, another shape is formed. There's a bit of a space theme to this part of the rolling display. The shape being formed was given its name back in the 1960s when NASA's Apollo program was in full swing. We put it in the display this year to celebrate the achievements of Major Tim Peake and his journey aboard the International Space Station. So now celebrating Major Tim's achievements and also celebrating Britain's latest involvement in the space program. Coming in from the left, this is Apollo. Yeah, Reds 2 and 3 acknowledge this next move. They do so with a very set cadence in their voices, the idea being the rest of the pilots continue counting in their heads using that cadence. On the count of 4, they put their air brakes out, and on the count of 6, they retract their air brakes. That means they all move back at the right rate to form this shape, which depicts the delta wing platform of the Royal Air Force's multi-role combat aircraft. The current aircraft, you've just seen 2 of them in formation. In from the left with some red and white smoke, this is Typhoon. The second of our new pilots used to fly the Typhoon. He's at the front of the left-hand wing of that Typhoon shape, and he's Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Cy Taylor. Cy started off as a pilot on the Tornado GR4, but then he moved across to the Typhoon, where he flew on the front line with number 3 Squadron, then moved across to be an instructor on the Operational Conversion Unit, number 29 Reserve Squadron. Looking front right now, another shape is formed as we get ready for a brand new manoeuvre for 2016, which celebrates the Royal Air Force's fast jet workhorse. The Tornado Bomber Force has been on near enough continuous operations for 25 years since the start of Operation Granby in 1991 and the start of the First Gulf War. So now celebrating the Tornado Bomber Force, in from the right, this is Tornado.